Hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on? I just joined a panel, and on the panel, was a guest on someone else's show, Sheena Speaks, and she had Marcus from Atlanta Street Interviews on there, and Yana, and so she yesterday it came up this live on her show came about because yesterday I was listening to her show and I was in the audience and I made a comment and said that I used to be subscribed to I used to follow Marcus, but I don't follow him anymore. So she asked me why. She asked me why. She said, matter of fact, hit the link and come up and, tell me why. So once I got into pretty much why I felt like it wasn't a good thing, why I decided not to support him anymore, um, she was like, okay, um, well, why do I feel this way or that way? And after a while, Marcus jumped in and he jumped in the chat. So she told him to hit the link, and so he hit the link. He came up and he was talking, but he said he was pulling into Kroger's, and he really didn't Kroger's parking lot, and he didn't really have a lot of time. So I said, you know what? If I told the host, if you want to set up something, I'll be glad to come back. Um, and join you guys, and I can, when he has more time and he's available. So long story short, she said, yeah, that's a good idea. That's what she do. So she was going to set up something and she was going to send it. I gave her my email information, my contact information, all of that. So she said she's looking to do it at about 4 or so. So when 4 o'clock came around, I didn't hear anything. 5 o'clock came around, I didn't hear anything. So at around 6, when I still hadn't heard anything, I went over to her channel to see if I saw anything. And at first, I didn't see nothing. And then I looked for upcoming or whatever. And that's when I saw the post that the show was set to start at 7 o'clock. So I said, okay. First, it was supposed to be at 4. Then she said at 7. And then finally, she was like, okay, well, when I got ready to go over there at 7, she still wasn't there. So it had been adjusted to start at 10. Well, I have my grandkids here, and one is a newborn baby. So it's hard to get on a panel with a newborn baby because how babies are, they want attention, they want to be held, they need to be fed, they need to be changed, and he's a new baby. So it's like every 2 hours, like clockwork, he needs to be fed. And I didn't want all the interference in the background. So once I saw that she was live, I went ahead and I jumped in and started watching. Well, when I got on there, I have to say there's no shade against Miss Sheena or anything like that, but it's obvious that she's pro Marcus. That's obvious, and that's fine, and that's her panel. She can do what she want to do. I'm not gonna disrespect it or shade it or anything like that. So after I was listening to the line of questioning and things like that, I even made a comment that it's probably good that I didn't join the panel after all because This is a mess. I booted myself out by mistake, trying to check adjust the the phone and booted myself out. But anyways, so the line of questioning went, and it seemed as if it was, you know, it was like, to me, it was bashing Yana. It was like attacking her. Like, well, you should have known better. But Marcus, what happened? But you should have did this. But Marcus, what happened? That's the way it appeared to me. Now, maybe that wasn't the intention, but that's the way it looked. So, anyways, as the show went on, it started getting worse. It started getting to the point to where Marcus started gaslighting that girl. And when I tell you that that guy is arrogant, he's a narcissist, and he's very sure of himself. Like, it's like he is very arrogant, like real stuck on himself. Like I don't know. So, but for him to be the age that he is, he does not act at his maturity doesn't match his age. Because for somebody to be 40 years old, you're at a different mental state. He's not 30. He's not in his 20s. He's 40. But he's thinking like a 21-year-old that whose balls just dropped. And it's like, to be perfectly honest, the way he was talking to that girl, like, I'm really disappointed in the way you were talking about me. I'm really disappointed in the email that you sent. And he's acting like this stuff just came out yesterday. When this stuff came out a month ago, now it's probably recirculating now, which it's pretty much his fault because he keeps putting himself out there. He keeps putting his names in the blogs. He keeps putting himself out there to the point to where, every day he's doing something or something else. And it's like he's in a situation on purpose. And I hate to say, and I still want to say this, and not this is no slight to Sunny, because I think Sunny is a beautiful girl. And I think Sunny can do anything and get anything she wants. And she deserves the absolute 100% best. But when you are dealing with a person that is a narcissist, such as Marcus, and who is out to prove himself to be the cat's meow, and he's trying to regain his reputation. I hope and pray that he is not using the likes of Little Miss Sunny to get it there. Hello, sweetheart. Thank you for joining. I hope that he's not using Sunny to kind of, redeem himself, so to speak. Um, yes, he asked her to be his Valentine and all this, that, and the other, but look how soon after he made this young lady feel like crap. And yes, she was hurt and she retaliated like young hurt women do. When you had her delete her child that she shared with someone that she had fallen in love with and thought loved her back, only to see, turn around and see he's taking another woman asking her on public to be his Valentine and taking her on this excursion. First of all, if he meant it for good, why did he ask that girl on Facebook or I mean on YouTube to be his Valentine? If he meant it for good, why did he televise everything? Why did he record and vlog everything? He did it for clout. Oh, look at Marcus being so attentive to Sonny. Look at Marcus loving on Sonny. Look at Marcus doing this and that. Don't do that for Sonny to get clout. Do it for Sonny because she deserves it. Because she's worth it. Don't continue to use women. And then when I said something at the end of the my before I got booted off, because I did get booted off. She let Marcus say what he wanted to say to me, and then she kicked me off, just like she did Yana. But that's fine. So when I got booted off, right before I got booted off, I said about karma. Karma, don't let karma catch you because karma is a beast. And don't let him find it with his name, with your name. First of all, I don't believe in the karma. And if anything, he gonna be coming back with a crown. A crown for what, dude? A crown for you to wear around here. But see, Marcus is an atheist. He doesn't believe in God. So for him to not believe in God, he's not he don't have a soul. He doesn't have a soul. And he is like all about him. Everything is always about him. How he's supposed to feel, how he's supposed to this, how you're supposed to please him, how you're supposed to bow, how you're supposed to give him credit, how you're supposed to do this, it's all about him. And that's how narcissists are. He's thinking about himself. And he's still thinking about himself. He don't think that there's anything wrong. And even when I said something about him using his platform for good, because he has the influence of all these people. I mean, you have the power of influence on your platform. Use it for good instead of satisfying your sadistic sexual desires. And just you don't tell me. And he got mad because I said Abortion is not a form of birth control. Why you keep saying it? Because Joker, that's what you did. How you gonna get mad at me because I said that abortion is not a form of birth control? If you care anything about people getting pregnant, you would be using some kind of contraceptive. And you're not. You're not using any type of protection. And not only are you not being protected from sex, you old enough to know better. You're 40 years old in a college town, walking around with a camera and influence with a large audience of people who are in tune to you, who are inspired by you, and watching you make these mistakes. Not mistakes, watching you do what you do, because you ain't make no mistake. You didn't make a mistake and fall into the coochie. You went into it. You went deep into it. And the thing that pissed me off about with Sonny was his line of questioning when he interviewed her. When he asked her about had anybody ever told her she was their fetish. That made me feel like all he was after was one thing. He said, well, when they're doing it, we're having sex with you, and they want to hit it from the back. What do they do? Pick you up or something like that. When he said that to her, that blew my mind. I thought you were there to talk to that girl about her traumas and how she's coping with it. But you're trying to find out if you can pick her up and do your acrobatics. And he's the type of person that will use whatever he can use to get what he wants. Yes, girl, listen to me. If you go back and listen to that whole line of questioning was totally out of line. As a matter of fact, Sonny was looking from the side like, what? What? And knowing her, the way her personality is, I'm surprised she didn't cuss him out. Well, she almost did tell him out. She was like, okay, I'm just being thrown back a little bit. This dude is a sex addict. He said he likes sleeping with a lot of women, and that ain't gonna change. Sonny, I hope you're listening. Because if he running up inside of you, all baby, he ain't through. And you can get tested today, but your results might not be positive for another week or two. That's not how that works. You might not have, your test might not be positive today, but that virus is active in you for an amount of time. It can go undetected. So you have to really still be careful. And baby, you can't see it, you can't smell it, you can't taste it, and you can't feel it. If anything is being transmitted, you don't know until after you already got it, including the baby. So if you're not using any precautions to prevent anyone from having a baby, and then you turn around and have them delete that baby, you're using that as a form of birth control. So you can't get mad at me for saying that. And I don't care if he did. I didn't go there to make friends with him. I went on that panel to speak my piece. I am a mother. My youngest daughter is Sonny's age. My oldest daughter is darn near Marcus's age. He has girls, and he had the gall to say that the things that he's doing to these other women will never happen to his daughters because they have a father in their life. Also, what you saying? Because some of these young ladies out there don't have a father in their life that they deserve to be treated like crap. Is that what you're saying, Marcus? That what we doing now? We mistreating young ladies without support? Is that why the homeless women look so appealing to you? Because you feel like you can treat them the way you want to treat them because they don't have any support? Is that why that's? And not every woman that you interview is homeless. Some of them are a little just down on their luck and trying to find a job. Things ain't going right. Or they was out for a walk. Whatever the case may be. But you're sitting up getting fat while you're taking advantage of people who you are able to manipulate. You talk about how you date all these women in corporate positions and nurses and all this other kind of stuff, and this, you got, oh yes, a lot of notches on your belt. I guess you're happy about that, huh? You're gonna have a notch on your wing wing to match the notches on your belt if you don't start protecting yourself. But I think that whole interview was one-sided. They made that girl feel terrible about everything she said. She picked everything Yana said apart, but she didn't hold Marcus accountable for anything he had done. Even when he admitted that he did, that there was a time that he was upset with her because she didn't want to have sex with him, and he put her out. He even said, "Well, that wasn't the reason I put you. I just felt it was time for you to go or whatever." But just a couple of days before that, you were saying how excited you were about having a boy. You were gaslighting her. You were gaslighting that girl to get what you wanted because you know the type of influence you have and you know how to manipulate the right person. Stop playing. You know better and you know what you're doing. The problem is because you don't believe in God, you don't have a soul or a conscience. But I'm telling you, bro, there's an opposite side of darkness. There's an opposite side of wrong. There's an opposite of up. There's an opposite of in. And there's an opposite of the things that you're doing. And you're going to learn your fate. Whether you believe in it or not, it's coming. And you not dealing with it or thinking about it or pushing it to the back burner is not going to make it go away. You not decide not to talk about it, trying to talk loud to drown out the voice that you hear, that voice of guidance that you really hear. It's not going to go away. My Bible says every knee must bow, every tongue must confess that Jesus is Lord. And guess what, bro? You're going to be bowing and confessing whether you realize it or not. And you're going to have to give an account for everything you've done. And guess what else, Marcus? Just for as healthy as you are, for all of the bodybuilding and working out that you do, you are still susceptible to a heart attack, to a stroke, to cancer, to things of that nature. I don't wish any of those things on you at all. But I'm just saying, if you were ever to get stricken with any of that and it doesn't take you out, you better hope that you are still able to take care of yourself. Because all of the bridges that you're burning, all of the women that you're treating like this, you ain't going to be able to find one that will want to take care of you. Because you're burning all your bridges. You mistreating everybody. You talked about you was in a 14-year relationship. Now you suing your old. You're 40 freaking years old. You ain't suing no old. You been a hoe. You been a hoe. And that's your business. Like I say, you can go far as your wee will reach. I don't care. I don't care who you screw. It doesn't turn me on, and I don't get anything out of it. I could care less. But the truth of the matter is, you're going to have to give an account for the things that you do. And you're going to mess around and put your peen in the hole and pull something you can't get rid of. Like I said, for just as many notches as you got on your belt, for all the women that you slept with, all the different fantasies that you fulfill, you're going to have a knot on your wee-wee. And each one of them going to have a different name. Gonorrhea, chlamydia, syphilis, herpes, HIV, AIDS, and whatever strands or whatever group theory they fall off of this, poison personologists, whatever you gonna learn today. Keep thinking you bigger than your consequences. Keep thinking you bigger than the inevitable. You're not. And y'all did that girl wrong on that panel. No shade, but I feel like you guys attacked Yana on that panel. And I really feel bad for that young lady. Yes, she made some bad decisions. Yes, she trusted the wrong people. Yes, she shared a little bit too much. Yes, she reacted from a wounded heart. Yes, she did all those things. But as she did say, the things that are happening to Marcus right now are the things that Marcus inflicted on himself. All that stuff is self-inflicted. And everybody ain't lying. She did not lie, and Monique lied, and baby girl, which I don't even know if they found her yet. I hope they find her doing well. Lala, or whatever. All these women are lying now. And you said on one interview that you ain't sleep with no homeless people, and then you said, or interviewees, and then you said tonight that you slept with some of your interviewees. So if you never slept with anybody, or you have, you got, and then you went so hard. That girl said you lied to me and said that you were homeless. What difference it made? You had 5 months to express your anger about her lying to you that night 5 months before. That couldn't possibly be what's bothering you today. That's gaslight. And then for you to apologize. I'm sorry that you got involved in this. I'm sorry if this hurt you, Yana. I'm sorry that this affected you like it. I'm sorry about the abortion. But you really hurt me. You really did this to me. You did that. That's not an apology. It's gaslight. You being a narcissistic prick. Every time you say something and you try to make it seem like you, I was so hurt by that. I was so hurt by making you have an abortion. I was so hurt by this. I was so hurt by that. And then you turn right back around and say, but if you would have did this and you would stop playing. You could care less. And I had to tell my children about this. And my kids are so broken. They're so hurt. Stop. You're full of it. I know you. I know you. Same crap, different face. I know you. I recognize you. Girl, I'm so serious. It sounds comical, but I'm so serious. I'm so serious. Same soup, different bowl. Same crap, different day. And Marcus is so full of it. Talking about how broken and how hurt his kids was to find out. You ain't told your kids that you made that girl have no abortion. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You ain't told your kids that because guess why? Unless your kids follow everybody on YouTube that has something negative to say about you, they ain't heard about it. So stop. Stop telling your tales. And you ain't trying to fix it because you're still doing what you've been doing. Stop playing. If you always do what you always done, you always get what you always got. It's insane to believe you can continue to do the same thing and get different results. That's called insanity. I know that much. Got a degree in psychology. That's why I can read your foolishness. That's why I can tell when you're bullying. I just, and you said I will, be more cognizant of my approach and to change my way of doing things. Yeah, that's that sound good, but I hope you do it. I hope you do it. But like being involved with people on your platform, should have never done that in the first place. Let your private life stay private. And whatever you do on camera, stay on camera. You can't mix business with pleasure. Because you see the devastating results that you had in the end. And the fact that the baby was deleted and everything. And then you even gaslit the girl and said, Yana, if you had just waited, if you'd have just been patient, I would have sent you the money. Well, this girl see you online booking a whole trip with another woman And you whining and dining this woman, and you asked her to be your Valentine, and she just deleted your baby. You didn't think that was gonna hurt her. And again, it has no slight with Sonny. But Sonny, you need to take that one as a compliment because if she was a little bit jealous, that just lets you know, Miss Sonny, that you somebody to be jealous of. Period. I said before, I don't look at you as handicapped. I look at you as lifted, but not handicapped. Because you got a good head on your shoulder. You know what you're thinking. People that are disabled or handicapped can't think right. And even though you might be limited, you can make it do what it do, man. You can make it do what it do. But I just wish you would just be cautious and not let Marcus be a part of this circus that he got going on right now. Step back for a minute, and you'll be able to tell. You'll be able to tell. And the only thing about it is, and I say this with love and respect, and I pray that this is taken as I mean it and not as some people might hear it. And I mean it in every loving, respectful way. The only way that Marcus is going to be good for Sonny is if he is committed to Sonny. If he is loyal to Sonny. And if he's ready to commit to Sonny, dedicate himself to her. Because she is so limited, there are things that's going to be necessary to deal with her delicate situation. And because he is such a narcissist and self-centered person, he's not ready to make a lifetime or a long-term commitment because it would take too much attention from him. So with that being said, I would say to Sonny, enjoy yourself. Take it for what it's worth. But don't look for a person like that to be faithful and commit himself to you. He ain't ready. He ain't ready. And not to mention, you a sassy little somebody. He ain't ready. He ain't ready. I don't want you to even get hurt by him playing with your emotions. We'll see soon if he was using you for clout. Again, that don't make you a bad thing. That lets you know that you was worthy of being used for clout. But don't let that joker use you. Occupy your time with somebody who's worthy of it. He just ain't, because he's not ready. He's 40 years old, slowing his wild. Lord Jesus. Anyway, honey, it's almost 1 o'clock Sunday morning. I got to put on me some gospel and let the Lord minister to my spirit because y'all done got on my last black nerve this night. Y'all done got on my last black nerve with this in. Man, make sure everybody that's popping in, make sure you please get me to the algorithm. And if you're not subscribed to me yet, subscribe. I'm trying to reach some goals over here. You heard? If you want to make my cash app Chingaling, you can do that too. It's not a requirement, but I appreciate it. I gotta go before my grandbaby wake up. I want to close at least one eye because this little boy been up all night, all day long. I mean, and I can't get my midday nap. I need to close at least one eye. One eye. Ooh, one eye. And today is my other grandbaby's birthday. My oldest, let me see, my oldest granddaughter birthday is 17, and my next to youngest granddaughter's birthday is today. And then the next to the youngest granddaughter birthday is the 25th. And then the one whose birthday today, her dad's birthday is also the 25th. So yeah, got a lot of birthdays in February. Thank you for your input, your valuable. Thank you for your valuable input. Have a good night. Thank you, sweetheart, you for your valuable presence. My input would not have been valuable if it were not for your valuable presence. I appreciate you. I love you all on purpose. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Let's be best friends. Come back and see me again. Take the Lord God with you wherever you go. And I don't say goodbye because that's so permanent. Let's just say good night and see you later. Peace.